Bond. It's LuAnna, and this podcast contains honest, upfront opinions, rants, bants, general explicit content. But you know you love it. You see, I thought I'd do it in the style of a church vicar.
I'm just checking we are actually recording.
Are we recording?
Did I press record
It's red.
on that?
Is that red?
Yes,
Yeah, red
I
is
couldn't
good.
see it from my angle.
From your angle. I quite like... we should do the disclaimer in different styles. So yeah, that was my... You know when you go to church and the priest does the sung bit, and welcome to the church of la 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 la. But you know you love it. Hello, my children.
Hello,
God
my
bless you all.
children.
God bless you.
Let me all tell you, there's no children around for me today. Oh, sorry. Really inappropriate.
Oh, do you know, I didn't even know what you were saying. Your brain is so bloody warped, honestly.
Say what?
Morning, everybody. Welcome to a fresh new week in LuAnna land. What's your name?
Fresh vag.
Yeah. Do you know, talking of fresh, she's Louisa, I'm Anna. Producer Imo. Say hi, Imo.
Hi,
Ims is
Imo.
on a screen today.
Social media manager Beck still hasn't qualified for a mic yet, but would you like to
Or
say
a
hello?
chair.
Hello. She's still on the floor in the corner. That's how we treat our team.
Yeah. Treat 'em mean, keep 'em
Keep 'em
keen.
I went for a little
Who
run.
invented that? Because that's not true.
Truth, mate, it's no.
Well, it is true.
It depends on what
I
context you're
saw
talking.
a clip online with Helen Flanagan and Lizzie
I love my
Cundy
little
talking about
hells.
bad boys and how they love a bad boy. And that phrase is meant for them. Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen.
Yeah, I take issue with that. But yes, it is kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But but I went for a little run with my mate Ash this
Oh,
week, right?
oh, fit.
A little village trot.
Okay.
Well, I made a kind of a half-assed promise that I was, going
And
to
is
try and
she a
shape up a
runner?
little bit. Yeah, she's into like
It would
she's
be
not a
so
runner,
annoying running with you if you're a runner.
Well, no, we go with a dog as well. Her dog, so she
Do you know
goes
what
every
you
morning
should
with the
do?
dog.
Attach the dog to your waist. And then the dog
Pulls me along.
Yeah, that's what I did once.
He's a good dog as well, to be fair. He's a little terrier, very cute. But we went for a little run. I haven't seen her in a few weeks.
Oh, I just
so we
dribbled.
We
That's nice. Now we're on YouTube.
Yeah, I
Everyone
reali-
would have just seen that.
also realised I have a stain on my jumper. So there we are. But I have makeup on. And she did say to me, she's Geordie, and she's a proper Geordie as well. She calls everyone pet.
Proper Geordie.
Why, pet. And we went for a run. It's really annoying going for a run when you haven't seen a friend for ages because you want to
can't
talk and you
talk.
can't talk. And she does. We have a little timer, so we do like 2 minutes running, 1 minute walking.
She's
she's my little-
Tabata. Isn't that Tabata?
Yeah, it is a sparge, isn't it? Or fart-leck. Isn't that fart-leck training in the marathon?
Bex is like, I
training?
don't know. What are you looking at
What are
me
you looking
for?
at me
Ims, do you know about fart-leck training?
It's a
I have
marathon
heard
thing.
of
Wait.
fart.
Yes, so you're the
Speaking of
oracle.
farts,
Listen to this. It's too good to miss. Da 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 da.
totally silent.
Absolutely terrible. Terrible. Do better.
Totally silent.
Anyway, she went, you've had a fucking week, haven't you? And I was like,
Why?
I went, what? She went, you and Louisa. She went, Femme Fresh. She
Oh.
went, you are official. I like this. She went, do you realise? She went, you're the faces of vag. And I went, yeah, you're
Yes.
right. She went, you're the faces,
The faces of vag.
And I was like,
Can
we
I
are.
just say, I think, last week I was like, I think I've got thrush.
Have
I
you got
think
thrush?
I've still got thrush. I think it's like really low lying. And it's really annoying.
That Candida diet didn't work. Maybe
well, I
try
did
that again.
like when I got married, after I got married 10 years
You
ago.
should be excused. Well, maybe you need to do a little flush
I know,
out.
I think I need to do a flush
What
out.
is it, itchy nun, hot nun?
It's like itchy.
Itchy hot.
But not
Nothing
like
worse, is there?
terrible. Not, but just, it's just
Cottage cheese?
uncomfortable. Not that much. A little bit, but not that much.
Not that much.
But anyway, yeah, I think I need to do a candida. But I'm going to Dubai. And
Oh, yes, you're off to enjoy the Easter holes.
Oh, joyful.
In the new Dubai paddage.
Can't wait.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Not slept in that house yet.
Maybe not.
Had it since Christmas.
Has it got beds and stuff in now? Has it got all
It
the
always
all the
had
gear in?
beds.
Did it?
Yeah, I gave you a tour.
Oh, why did I think they were coming out for other stuff going in?
No, I have. I've got one new bed. So my mate Lucy went bed shopping for me.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
and
outsourcing.
then she got bed for me. Actually, owe her for that bed. Just reminded myself. I owe loads of people money at the minute, including Bex, who's now looking up at me. But I need to pay. Like,
Imo,
loads
do we
of
owe you
people.
money?
No.
We probably do, actually.
Yeah, but that's
No,
my
we
fault. I
don't.
haven't invoiced.
Oh, fine. That's fine.
Wait, what do we owe my money for?
Well, we always owe you
Oh,
money.
the big night in.
Just for life. I mean, just life
God.
admin. We just owe life admin.
I just honestly, I really need to get up with my invoicing. My payroll comes out today, so I'm poor.
Oh well, I mean, say we're all
I'm
into
now
a new
poor.
we're in a new
Anyway.
tax year and all that. Shit.
Oh yes, new tax year.
Hooray!
Joy X Noel.
Well-
Can we talk about something really exciting?
If we're talking about number one,
Yeah,
we
bitches.
can, baby. Guys, we would like to say thank you because
round and round we go in the
Yeah.
We're number one in the comedy
section. I mean, we are above Matt Lucas and David Walliams.
That's a big statement.
This is huge.
Currently.
Also for the... Huh?
Currently.
Well, I don't know, but we were, okay?
Right.
So just don't nitpick over this.
Gotcha.
We took that and we've run with it, okay,
Imo?
Gotcha.
Imo, we'll run with that for the next 2 years.
Yes.
Even if we drop out the charts now for the rest of
and
it, we'll
in
still willy wave
overall
it.
podcasts,
We were number 5.
We were number 5.
Number
And
5.
all of the podcasts in the... 3.
Number
2. I think we were number 2.
Louisa Zisman, how many podcasts are there?
Oh, I've got to go. 13 million.
Oh, well, 6 million we found on one platform.
So we were
Sorry for the
number
massive ego
2.
trip, guys, but
yeah,
you know
we
what?
just want to ego stroke ourselves right now.
Just
okay?
a little bit.
There is nothing like self-praise.
Well, we don't often do it, if I'm honest with you. And Lufanians, thank you, because it's down to you following, liking, all that shit.
Yes.
Looking back at the back catalogue. You can listen back. But no, seriously, because of that, that's what gets us in the charts.
If you are listening right now and you don't follow our podcast, please press follow. It's in the top right-hand corner. Just press follow. It makes such a difference, like this podcast chart thing. And what that then means is that we keep LuAnna going because we get great sponsors on board. We get paid so we don't get bored of working for free. And we keep doing LuAnna. It's the circle of life.
And Lou really hates this, but I'm going to keep it going because it will catch on. Eventually, it's fabulous, free, and follow.
It's like the worst thing you've ever coined in your life. Just put that to bed.
You win some, you lose some.
Put it to bed.
Right, let's have a poll. Who likes it? No, everyone's going to hate it.
Everyone's going to hate it anyway.
No, but I like it.
Anyway,
Bex liked it.
Spotify
Bex
has
it.
over 6 million podcasts, and out of all of those podcasts, we were number 2.
I mean, I'm going to shake your hand, young lady.
It might have been for only a day.
Shake your hand, Imogen Rosehart.
It might have been only for 2 days. We don't know how long we sat at number 2.
Don't minimise our
But we were there.
We could have been there. How long were we there for, Bex? Bex doesn't know. She's a long time. An hour, she said.
No, we must have been longer because what a fluke for us to check it.
Longer than that. And also, we're not just on Spotify, Apple, all the other
Global
platforms
Player.
as well.
Let's big up Global Player.
Big up.
Because if it wasn't for Global, we wouldn't be here.
We'd be in the toilet.
We'd be in the bin.
Well, technically, if it wasn't for Imo, we'd be in the toilet because Imo is the oracle that checks everything that happens.
True.
Isn't that right, Imsy?
It is true.
Would you like to say anything about this chart position? Would you like to give
an
a
Oscar
speech?
speech.
Yeah, a speech
I would
of
like to thank
acceptance.
Me. And
You go, girl.
For not quitting.
That's like the Snoop Dogg. That's that Snoop Dogg thing, you know, when he does the... Is it Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
He's
does
like,
he do?
and finally, I would like to thank me.
Yeah.
Because without me, none of this would
Well,
happen.
I mean, it's true.
It's true.
And I would
Can
like
I
to
just say
thank-
though, then I'm thanking myself because I am the Lou of LuAnna and I'm first.
And I'll thank the Anna because I'm bringing up the rear. Woof.
If we were a Chinese dragon,
Yeah.
I'd be the head and you'd be the
I'd
bum.
be the arse.
Should we dress up as a Chinese dragon
No.
for Chinese New Year?
No, let's not
And
do
go
that.
through the streets of London?
No, because I'm terrified of what you might do.
You missed
Can I
Chinese
just
New
say,
Year.
Oh, we've missed that. Good.
I didn't miss it.
Well, you did.
No, I dressed up as a Chinese dragon.
Well, when did you do
actually.
that?
And I made my own fortune cookies.
When?
Yeah, I did.
You did. You're such a bullshitter. Such a Barry
Tell me
bullshit.
when
love
Chinese
telling-
New Year is, please.
It's around Christmas, our Christmas.
No, it's not. It's
Yes, it
in
is.
February.
When is it, Imo?
When is it?
Is it in November?
29th of January it was.
Thank you.
Well,
I
that's
was right.
February then, isn't it? Who was closer?
Well, it was a rough...
I knew because I made fucking
same
fortune
quarter.
cookies.
Same quarter.
I made it.
I didn't get a bloody fortune cookie.
Oh, you did?
Did I?
Yes. I gave it to you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
Oh my
did.
God, am I like gaslighting myself?
No, I'm gaslighting you.
Yeah, I thought you were. Health. No one gaslight, please, guys. It's
Don't be
unhealthy.
gaslighting.
Also,
But
that was
it's
the banter.
okay to laugh at certain things at
course.
certain times when it's appropriate joke like that. Anyway, I'm not fucking justifying what I've just said, so fuck off, go fuck yourselves. Right. Can I just say,
Yes.
on our chat, I've had a very traumatic 10 days of life.
To be fair, you have. And would you like to take this opportunity to just offload and bring everyone up? Because
Can I say, I've
this
got
is-
3 children.
Yeah, this is your mama life has taken a hit this
and
week.
within 1 week, I've had 3 children in 3 hospitals.
Oh, I didn't know about the third.
Dixie.
Oh, now what?
No, she's fine. She just, I take her to see a dermatologist because we don't want acne scars.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't actually have acne. I know you all just looked at me like Dixie's skin's fine, but I like to keep on top of these things.
I mean, that's fine.
So anyway, Indy, and if other parents are listening to this, kids have, I don't know if your kids have got this, something called molluscum.
Yeah, I saw. No, that's a lie. You told me about that.
Yeah,
I saw it on the internet. No, I
it's
didn't.
like
You told me about
really
it.
common, and it basically is like these little bumps on the skin. They're really common in like young children because they're dirty little scrotes, and basically, I don't know what it is, but
Like a rash type
It's
thing.
not even a rash.
Warty?
It's like a bit warty. Yeah, yeah, that's probably the best thing to describe. Anyway, Indy, where she's a little picker, like her inner thighs, she just got loads of these molluscums. So I took her to the same dermatologist actually that I take Dixie to, paediatric dermatologist.
Bog off. They're back in that family.
I wish it was bog off.
Yeah, I know. If only.
And so she had to have like the molluscum removed. But obviously, it's Indigo.
Oh, Indigo does not do hospitals
Or doctors.
She does not do doctors
Or anybody touching her, really.
She's not here for
So
that.
I took her once, didn't let them do anything to her. Ran out the hospital again.
Ouch.
And I was like, I'll be back. So then the doctor,
Security.
she's Greek, she's really funny. She like spoke to me after, she's like, can I have a word? And I was like, yeah. She said, look, she's totally playing you. She said she's very manipulative. And I believe there is a small
Strong.
element of fear, but she's manipulative. Tell her that you'll get her anything she wants and see what she does. So I was like, okay, I'll put this doctor to the test.
All right then.
So I got in the
that's a
car.
strong claim from a doctor as well.
Got in the car and Indy's like crying like, and she is actually like traumatized, I think, from
She's had
previous
a couple
experience
of
with the dentist
yeah.
thing.
She,
And if
she
you're-
doesn't love it. Does
If
she?
you're a long-term listener, you'll know my trials and tribulations with Indy and the dentist. You can go back and listen. I don't know when it
Anesthetics
was
are just
from.
not something that she even remotely will accept.
So basically, got in the car. Anyway, after I managed to calm her down, I was like, if you get them off, I said, you need to have them off because they're really like spreading and it's really bad and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'll get you anything. Well, obviously, what does she want? Jellycat.
Those ruddy Jellycat. Also, can
I
we just
need a fucking sponsorship deal with Jellycats. Can I just say, I'm not even joking
we
when
need
I
a Just
say
Giving page, actually, I think, to
I-
your bribery fund, actually.
I think that our Jellycat collection is probably worth about £3,000 at this point.
Hang on to that. Don't let them take those tags off.
Well, I know, that's what I was
They
thinking.
better not take
It'll
those
be
tags
like
off.
the Beanie Babies.
They were, you know that shit.
So
So also I want to know though, in that moment, also, guys, I've seen Lou, obviously seen her a lot in parenting mode, right? And this might surprise people, but when Lou goes into parenting mode, she's a very good mother and she's very because
I get anxiety with Indigo.
yeah, you do.
Stresses
yeah.
me out.
But
that
you're
kid.
very but you're very good at you're chill.
Calm.
You're really chill
Yeah,
with
I'm
her.
very
You
calm.
really listen. You're not like bang bang bang
Yeah,
bang bang.
no.
Like you're
I'm like,
really
okay,
calm with her, and you
darling.
really do listen to her, and you sort of segue
Yeah.
yourself around her.
So-
A bit like me and my little Enzo. But what was the reaction? So she'd obviously was upset in the car.
I said to
the minute
her-
you said, "What do you want?" What was her reaction immediately straight after?
It's all right. She then starts getting excited.
Stop it.
About
the
what
tears
she
stopped.
wants.
There we go.
Gets on my
Doctor's
phone.
right.
Jellycats. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I'm like, right, okay. What else do you want? I want acrylic nails with black coffin tips.
What?
Basically like Wednesday Addams. So she wants like French.
Oh man, this
French
kid saw
tips,
you
but
coming.
black.
She's like, "Mummy's a sucker."
A sleepover of her mate Florrie.
Are you bloody joking?
Yeah. And I was like, okay.
I mean, you should have put a
I
cap
said,
on it,
well,
Lou.
if you get them off, if you let her take them off, it's just a cream, by the way. It's not anaesthetic. They put a numbing
cream.
cream on, and then they
Oh,
do
Indigo.
like pick them off. with
Is there
tweezers.
any anaesthetic involved?
Just the numbing cream, but no,
So she has to
no,
sort of watch it.
no
happen and stuff.
anaesthetic. Yeah. So anyway, and I
Doesn't
was
sound
like,
fun,
I
to be
said no, and I
No.
said to her, if you do it, I'll get you all of this. So I'm like, okay. So I buy all the Jellycats. So I spent like 400 quid on Selfridges for
mean-
Jellycats. Then I spent another 400 quid on the Jellycat website. And then
Are you joking me?
Because no,
This is how much you've spent.
Honestly, it's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
And then because I really wanted to help her, I figured it was an investment into like her therapy.
Whatever works, babes.
Because if it helps her get over her medical fears, like I want to take my kids on safari to Africa. I can't go because India won't have vaccinations. She won't have like yellow fever or anything like that.
Can't you sort of like, no, they shouldn't do that. I was going to say trick her. No, don't.
No,
don't trick
because
her.
you have to. She has to know what's
Yeah,
coming.
exactly.
So
You're
anyway,
right.
I said I'm
Terrible
going to
advice,
send them
Anna.
back. If you don't do it, I'm sending them back. And then,
good.
And then
Consequence.
in Selfridges, there is the fish and chip shop, Jellycats, right? And you go, and it's like Mr. Chip, and they've got the mushy peas, and they've got the salt and the vinegar, and fish. And basically, it's like a wagon, a bit like, you know, when we did that job for Itsu and they had the Itsu van.
Don't tell me you bought the whole bloody wagon.
No, I can't buy the wagon. It's like the shop front in Selfridges. So it's like that.
Yes, and?
I'll buy it. And basically you go
Veruca salt over it.
and they have like actors and they serve you the fish and chips and you put the vinegar on and the salt.
for goodness
It's all
sake.
make believe.
I mean, it
And then
sounds
they
great.
wrap them up and they do a personalised sticker
How
on.
much you paying for this?
Well, you have to book an appointment. You can't just walk in.
Oh, is this the thing you had to nip off for?
Yes.
Oh, so when we were doing our shoot the other week, Lou, like proper anxiety kicked in for her. I'm also going to say this. So, because you know how she's often going about me and take the piss out of my anxiety. Trust me, guys, she fucking gets it. And her middle child is the trigger for it.
No,
she went,
it's so
I need
funny.
to leave at 4.
I was like, I
I've got
have
my
to leave
appointment in this bloody Jellycat cafe. And if I don't get, seriously, the anxiety, if I don't get these bloody Jellycats.
It's just inducing.
Yeah, it was anxiety inducing. We had a plan. We were getting you out. We were getting you on a tube. You were getting in that
and
door.
the Femme Fresh, we love them. They love
were
us. But they had
amazing.
scheduled 15 minutes to say goodbye to us.
Well, actually, I needed that 15 minutes because my taxi took ages. But we got you off.
And I've got to go.
We got her off.
I was like, Anna, I said to Anna, if my car's not here and yours is, just to let you know, I'm taking your car.
She's getting in mine. And I also had to then qualify it to the team. Not that they needed it. We were like, she isn't just a knob that needs to go shopping. Like there's
I had an appointment.
There's some background info on this.
Very important.
This is anxiety kicking in. So anyway, you got this
I
bloody
literally
stuff.
legged it. I then realised that it would take too long to someone's calling me from Birmingham. I then realised it would take too long to get the car. So I made the car, dropped me at the tube,
Yep.
jumped on this hot, sweaty fucking tube. There's 2 lines in Selfridges, one for the people that just turn up, no appointment, and then one if you've got an appointment. I still had to wait half an hour despite having an appointment.
This is the place to be.
It's intense.
Who is doing
Let me
this?
tell
Who
you, they're
is-
fucking
who is
raking it in.
doing this?
Mrs. Jellycat, she's from London, I think.
But who is
She's a
making
genius.
appointments on a Tuesday afternoon at a
lot of people.
Jellycat stall?
Mate, you can't. I had to make that appointment a week in advance. A week in it. They're big. Jellycats
I mean,
are
I know
big.
they're big, they're huge. We've got a shit ton in my house too, but Christ, that is an
So-
enterprise. I mean, well done to the lady that came up with that business. Like,
Yeah.
that's it, guys.
It's big.
We need to come up with a plush toy
A LuAnna.
company. Vag toys.
Vag
Lex is
toys.
saying. What would you think? Some penis toys? Actually, right, I'm putting
Yeah.
it out there. There's a market for this.
Who can make us a
Like we need to do this ourselves. What's it? Little penis with a face. That's what I'm saying. We used to do
Yeah.
like penis ones, vag ones,
boobies,
boobies, bum holes,
butt plugs,
butt plugs,
poo poo? Well, there's already poo emoji, but
a
what's it?
jizz one. No, too far.
Anyway, basically, I had to wait half an hour. I got my mushy peas. She had to complete her set. So she needed the mushy peas, the
Yeah.
lemon, and Mr. Chip.
So far we've established.
So I'm now
that
at about
Louise's-
25 Jellycats.
Louise has now spent the small mortgage on soft
Yeah.
toys. Did middle child go through with the procedure?
Yeah, just about. She
Okay,
went
fair.
through
Oh,
with
fine.
it.
The investment paid off
Yeah,
then.
and I like took all the Jellycats into the hospital. I'm like
God.
looking like this crazed mum, and then she
you
had to
didn't.
wait an hour and a half for the cream to like
Yeah,
be numb.
numb it up.
So they put like plasters on her legs, and she was like, "Oh, I don't want the plaster." And then she starts running out the hospital again.
No.
Yeah, it's so bad. And then she wanted a Wagamama's, so I sent Andrew off to go and get a Wagamama's.
God, this
and then
kid
she's literally
is- this
sitting in the
kid's got
hospital
you
bed,
to where she needs
eating
you.
like a Wagamama's, surrounded by Jellycats. The nurse was so nice, and I was like, "Oh, it's like really stressful for me." Anyway, but she did it. She
Okay.
didn't let her remove a couple of them.
But we've got Indigo is
she's
now
done.
okay. You are now about a grand out of pocket
Yeah,
on that
literally.
one. But
Literally, it cost me over $1,000.
Brilliant.
Including the dermatologist. Yes.
I mean...
Yes, it did.
I mean, another...
Well, bearing in mind, I already had one appointment, so I had to pay the dermatologist in full for the other appointment where she legged it out the hospital.
So another reason why people, when they think about shall we have children or not, I think that goes
it's
against
very
that.
stressful.
Yeah, it's very stressful. And then we have youngest child.
Youngest child.
What happens? Well, I know what happened to her.
The joy of my life.
Yeah. So you ping us on our group chat, don't you?
Clemmy. So we were working. We were all here that Thursday. Bex, you'd all left. I'm dressed then in full-on tweed, neck scarf on.
Oh, yeah.
With a gun over my shoulder, shooting my drone advert for Right Gun.
Can I just say, best bit of Instagram I think I've ever seen.
Best comeback ever.
Oh, I have to say, it was the best mic drop I've ever seen.
Go watch it. Did nearly get me banned from TikTok though. That ad.
Did it? Did it? Yeah. I knew there'd be problems on that.
Did nearly get banned. But don't worry, Bex and I are going to rehash it.
All right, Trump.
So once my warning gets lifted, so I'm there full on.
I didn't know that.
Nanny Nat calls me. She's like, "You've got to come. Clemmy's come off the horse."
Yep.
So I run over and I'm like, "Oh no!" And she's not crying.
She's nails, that kid.
She's hard as nails, but her arm is quite deformed. And she was like, "Mummy, I've broken my arm. Take me to hospital. Put me in the nearest car." That actually, her exact words were, "Get me to the nearest car and drive me to the Portland."
It's at that point you realise that a child is the product of their upbringing.
Hanging on. She's like, "Get me to the Portland." And I was like, "Okay, we can't, we're not going to do that because we're not going to get to the Portland in time for that.
It's so hard. I can't
care.
take the piss out of your little girl.
But
I'm gonna.
Anyway, so basically, I'm like, shit, I need to film this advert. Okay.
Were you here still, Bex?
She's still there.
Bex is cracking up in the corner.
I've got the guy from Right Gun. Chris is here. There all his fucking guns, loads of dogs. And I'm like,
Imo,
what should I
Christ,
do?
we left, mate. I'm telling you.
So I'm like, I'm like, look, I'll just be 5 minutes. Just wait, Clemmy, just 5 minutes.
Oh my God, your daughter has a broken arm.
So it was only going to be like...
Mummy's working, darling.
So basically, then the next
No wonder
thing,
you're going to singing competition today.
I'm walking towards Bex and Alex is there. My dad's there with the drone. Chris is there. There's
Alex is Bex's husband, by the way,
and business partner.
Yeah.
And then I just see Nat driving off in the car with Clemmy in it and my mum, and I was like, well, that's handy because they've gone. Well, they've got to get to A&E and check in.
I'm just thinking again, yet again, this is the best reality show that will never be made.
So Nat's in the mum bus. She's like, I'm taking her. I'll see you there.
I can imagine it.
I'm like, okay, you
go. Clemmy,
so,
get in.
So I'm like, right, I have got 5 minutes to shoot this because I have to be in that car. I can't arrive half an hour after Clemmy, right?
In full tweed.
We literally I had the neck scarf, fucking the boots, everything.
Could you imagine walking into an NHS A&E dressed like that? I mean, I'm here for it, quite honestly, Lou. It takes all sorts.
Basically,
you'd probably be a welcome surprise, actually.
Hello, my daughter's just fallen off her horse.
Yes, Jilly Cooper here. Right, go on.
Anyway, we shoot the reel.
Yeah. Literally.
In half of the reel, in 2 minutes? And then right, effort. You guys need to finish it off. So all of the other shots, the drone shots, the shot of the clay, the hand that drops the drone is Bex's hand, it's not my hand. And then I leg it.
BTS gossip.
I leg it inside. I strip the tweed. I thought I can't go in the fucking tweed.
You should have done.
No,
I would have actually put on those pink horse boots you've got and the hat. Horse boots, jumper boots.
Stripped of the tweed, put my normal clothes on, pack a bag because I thought it could be there for a while, grab our iPad, all of that jazz.
Yeah.
And I get to the hospital 8 minutes after they arrived. How good's that?
I mean, it is, but I dread to think how many speeding fines you got in the way.
And
anyway.
They got stuck behind a tractor, which was handy. So we get now. Listen, massive shout out to Broomfield. Sorry,
NHS.
Broomfield.
She frigging loved this, guys. I was like,
in Chelmsford.
She was like, I'm in an NHS A&E, and I was like, congratulations, Lou. And do you know what? What did you find it? You said
I found it very good.
You had a
I
lovely
met
time.
lovely people.
See?
Oh, lots of Lufanians in the waiting room.
Brilliant. It's always when you really wish they were. We love you guys.
No, I had some nice chats.
I had them when I was in labour. It's a really bad time.
Well, I had nice chat, and I met this lovely lady. Shout out to you and your little your little baby Finley. He was only 3 weeks old and he was a little preemie baby. He was tiny, like the smallest baby I've ever seen. And she said she'd lived in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, he's now fine. She sent me a message on Instagram.
See, Lou made friends in the
I did.
A&E.
I made
who
friends.
is this woman, T?
No, can I just say,
went from
I'm
not
not
wanting
snobby.
nurses to strike to now she loves the NHS. She loves A&E.
I love my nurse,
and she
Jo.
loved her nurse Jo. She is now. I would like to say Louisa Zissman
shut up.
is now the face of the NHS.
No, it's not that I don't like the
we
NHS.
know that. I know that, doll.
I just don't think it's run effectively
Fair point.
from higher up. And I think all the people that work within it are brilliant, and they're severely let down by the management and the running and the budget allocations. And if I could go in there and run that show, I'd get rid of all the fucking office jobby middle management people that the NHS wastes so much money on. I would give pay rises to the nurses. I would recruit. I would rejig the whole structure. I'd make it just needs a rejig. And the people that work within it.
That is happening exactly.
Well,
I
Needs to
know
happen.
people that are work in those sectors, and now there are big
Well,
changes
that's
happening.
good. Anyway, I didn't have a lovely time because my daughter was in heaps of time, but it was very good, very
good.
efficient.
No, jokes aside,
we had to stay overnight and have my little camp bed next to her bed.
Did you?
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't
Shout
ask
out
about
to
that.
the Pegasus ward, which is a special ward, charity funded,
Is it?
specifically for like planned operations. So they do a lot of plastic surgery and cleft palates there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we actually had like the whole bed, the whole ward thing to ourselves. Lovely nurse Ali that looked after us overnight, and then Jo the next day, who was just the loveliest.
You've fallen in love with your NHS
I really
nurse,
like
haven't you?
Jo. And anyway, I then put that Clemmy had broken her arm, not on my main Instagram, on my equestrian one, at Louisa Zissman Equestrian. And Jo messaged me and she was like,
Did
oh, I'm
she?
pleased to hear she's okay. And I said, how can I thank you? I'd like to give you a gift. She said she's not allowed. They're not allowed to take a gift. I wanted to
Really?
give her a nice voucher and some
not?
flowers. She says she's not allowed because it could be seen as bribery. I know, which is very straight of her, because if I was Jo, I'd be sending my address.
Cool.
Get me a
I'm a
voucher.
bank detail. Do you know what, Jo? You missed a trick. Nurse
should have
Jo,
done,
you should
I
have
know.
sent your bank details.
Anyway,
and Zissman would have dropped. Listen, she just dropped $1,000 on Jellycat. She'd have definitely dropped that on you.
Yeah, I would have done.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, basically,
But she's all right. She bless her little
Yeah,
heart. I
Clemmy had
joke.
surgery, she's okay.
Yeah, she's had to have surgery. And
I have now switched to private consultant for her follow-up, but only because, and actually I took her to a private one on Tuesday, and then Broomfield did call me on Wednesday for her follow-up, but I really need her to fly to Dubai, and they said
of
she
course,
can't
you're off
fly
for-
for 4 weeks.
Oh,
so
gosh.
gone private, now she can fly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, because I had to have her cars changed, and then I've got to have her cars scored.
I totally.
So that's like
it's a
2
big
follow-up
ask.
appointments.
And how? Because that must have been. You must have been knackered.
I'm still tired because then
Yeah, it's a long
Clemmy
day.
had to keep sleeping in the bed with me. And I don't do well sleeping with my
Co-sleeping,
children because
no.
I find that I don't sleep because I'm like,
They're
so,
hot, they're
I'm
sweaty.
Well, no, I'm such a good mum. I'm just so aware of their needs. So I'm very light sleeper when I sleep with my children. It's nothing about hot and sweaty.
Nothing. Yeah.
So anyway, I've now had to put her back in her own bed.
Yeah. No, you've had enough now. You've milked it enough now, Clemmy.
Yeah.
No, but jokes aside, the kids are okay now.
Everyone's good.
Everyone is
but sadly,
good.
they're going to cheer camp in Dubai.
Cheer camp?
Dubai Cheer Athletics. Shout
Why
out to them.
sadly?
Well, she can't fucking tumble.
Oh no, she can't.
But she can still go.
Oh well, there you go then. She'll enjoy it. She'll have a lovely old time.
But
well,
it's been stressful, and I'm proud
stressful.
to say I'm now the face of the NHS. Thank you and good
Louisa
night.
is now the face, of any paediatrics. Well, I'll keep this short but sweet on the wrapping up of the children chat, because that's all the chat I've got. Enzo, as we all know, has zero filter. He's one of you, Lou. They've now using the art of dictionaries in his class, which I love. Comes home, mate, can I have a dictionary, please? Yes, you
Remember
may.
that, a dictionary
They
and
love
a thesaurus.
Yeah, thesaurus. Yeah,
Thesaurus.
they love a dictionary and thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
like
they-
a dinosaur.
They are, yeah. So they're now, when they're creative writing, they're being asked to come up with different descriptive words, things like that, using the dictionary. Sits in the back of the car, pick him up. How's your day? Great. Loves his. Did creative writing, brilliant. He went,
Oh,
Mummy.
he loves creative writing,
He loves creative
Enzo.
writing. I was like, great. He went, Mummy, I was using my dictionary today. I went, great. He went, you a dumpty. And I went,
What's dumpty?
Beg your pardon? What's that? He went,
Like Humpty Dumpty?
What?
Does that mean you're a fat egg?
Oh, wait, I went, right. With Enzo, I just know I take everything with a pinch of salt most of the time. I went, Mummy, I was using the dictionary and I've decided dumpty. I went, what's that? He went, short and fat. Great. Thanks for that. I went, how did you decide that one? He went, well, I was looking up more descriptive words.
For fat
And short. And he goes, and I found dumpty, and I think that's you. And I went,
I quite like the word dumpty.
thanks, babe. I was like, do you think Mummy's fat? And he went, nah, but you are short. And I was like, great. So there you go. My son yet again.
You're dumpty. Oh, I've got the worst wedgie.
Increasing my...
This is the problem with being
my
on
self-esteem.
YouTube now.
I know.
Can't pull out our wedgies. Like it just gets
Well, you can.
broadcast.
Well, we afraid
to
just
the
tell
world.
everyone that you've got thrush. So
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's fine.
Didn't share my cottage cheese though. Boom.
Which is one step too far.
Right, let's move on with
Yes.
our wonderful producer Imo. It's time for
Did you know with Imo? Diddle-dun-dun. What you got, Babs?
Did you know that you, on average, spend 5,000 hours of your life looking for misplaced items?
Yeah, I can believe that. If you're my
can
husband,
believe that.
triple that.
Which
5,000.
adds up to over 6.5 months of your life.
What?
Yeah.
If you live here, because all your shit gets put away
it's
within
so
3
annoying.
seconds. Well, that's the curse of having a housekeeper, love. They're
I
always,
love my housekeepers though. Shout
they are
out to
amazing.
them.
And
Shout out to Team Champneys too.
But my shoes will have moved by the time I go and find
Where
them
did you leave them?
in the boot room.
Might be all right. Did you put them in the basket?
No.
Well,
They'll be either in a cupboard or in a basket. I know now where to look for them.
Yeah, see.
But I always know now, Yeah. That's a good fact, Tim. Is this self-researched or is it a Lufanian?
This is self-researched.
Congratulations.
Oh, well done. And why
Thank
did
you.
you think to research that?
I searched for fun facts and it came up.
Well,
That is a fun
I wondered
fact.
if perhaps you've been triggered by having to
Yeah, I
find
wondered
shit
too.
a lot. Well, having just moved, everything I'm trying to look for, I can't find. I've also realised we don't need much stuff in life.
No, we don't.
Don't need stuff.
I wish I could realise that and curb my spending habit, but
but it doesn't work. I've got probably half a house still, like in the house. It's all going. Right, messages. Let's muff hunt in and see what we got going on. Right, message from Abby. Hello, LuAnna. I wasn't sure whether to share this story, but then I thought, fuck it. Okay, good. I hope this story gives you a giggle. Me and my husband, sorry, a slight pause there, just to congratulate the story on dogging from last week. Never have I laughed so much.
At myself.
And people
Watching
going.
it back.
And it turns out a lot of people don't know what dogging is.
I know. I mean,
A lot
I've
of
known
people don't
since
know-
I was 17
I've-
when I tried to go with my gay bestie Richard.
Yeah, dogging. If you don't know what dogging is, just look it up, guys. Okay, there we are. Anyway, me and my husband have been together for 16 years, married for 10, and have 2 beautiful children together. Anyway, my husband lost his wallet a few weeks ago, and after days of doing the typical man thing, he still hadn't found it. So the day after, when my husband was at work, I decided to have a look myself, and shock, found it pretty quickly.
Why is it
This
that women
happens to me.
women are like sniffer dogs? We just
Honestly,
find shit.
every damn time. I could have just texted him to say I'd found it, but I decided to have a little fun. So I stripped down. So I stripped down butt naked and
I
took
like
a
this
nude
relationship.
photo. Yeah, with his wallet covering my nun. Keep it classy, girls. And I sent it to him. I eagerly awaited the text back, hoping he choked on his morning coffee, seeing my tits and his wallet in one picture. He replied a lovely message saying how sexy I looked. Result!
Yeah.
So there I am, strutting around like a right cocky bitch, thinking, what a bloody good wife I am. That was until I received a second text from my... That was until I received a second text from my husband saying, you do know you can see your tampon string in that picture.
So just gone from
Look, sexy tits, string.
sexy to string in 0.2 seconds.
Like a little party popper.
Oh.
I was more concerned how my arms and tummy looked, that I didn't see the string hanging. That'll teach me for being an overconfident sod. Thanks for the pod. You never failed to make me laugh. No need to keep me anonymous. I'm Abby from Ashbury de la Zouche.
Right, we've now got a message from Anonymous. We've called you Renata. Dear LuAnna, I would really appreciate your gorgeous self's wisdom in helping me make a big life decision. This is going to be a longish one, sorry, and I'll try and shorten it, but I'm a detail-oriented oriented neuro spicy gal, and my stories are long. Sorry, I need to burp. I'm an Aussie who moved to London in 2022 for 2 years, and I had the best time. But I moved home in September 2024 and I've been miserable.
Oh, no.
I work in the museum gallery sector where jobs in Australia are scarce. Before London, I spent 2 depressing years applying for museum jobs and getting rejected, while also leaving an emotionally abusive relationship and the cult/church I grew up in. Stuff like that fascinates me. After a mentee bee at my Nando's customer care job, listening to people complain about chicken and chips, I took a leap and just got a UK visa.
Right.
London was amazing for me. I worked at top institutions, built a real social life, and I felt a sense of belonging for the first time. But the pay was awful. Why does Heritage pay so low in the UK? When my visa ended, I had to choose between spending $10,000 on an ancestry visa, which I didn't have, or moving back home. So I moved back, thinking the quality of life, international work experience, family, and potential to meet someone and settle down made logical sense. But now I feel stuck. I've been rejected by every heritage job. My friends are settling down while I live with my parents and hit the same walls as before. Dating here is also a nightmare, and I usually have no one to go to events with, despite going out alone anyway and trying. So I started applying for UK jobs again. Instant success. I've been offered a role at a reputable museum, but the pay is below 30 grand, and to afford the visa, I'd have to sell a camera. I'm also a photographic artist. I'd be looking for a better job within the first year. I'm less interested in the job itself, but really like the people in the team. The idea of working there and having a foot in the door. I've just landed a 75,000 Australian dollar role here. The problem, I have zero interest in it and dread going, as I used to work there and hated it. I keep wondering, if I move out and earn more, will things improve? Or will I stay lonely and stuck? In London, I had an amazing social life, but lived paycheck to paycheck. So I just don't know which trade-off is worse. I feel massive guilt about leaving my family. My parents are in their 60s, and if I move back to the UK, it will be for good, building a life and intending to meet someone. I don't know if I can choose to spend my life away from them, but I also can't keep feeling this stuck. I've put in 9.5 out of 10 for effort to make life here work, and I'm exhausted. I accepted the museum job and they're giving me 3 months to relocate, but I still can't fully decide. What if I go and it's not as good as the second time? It's not as good the second time. What if I can't progress and get better pay? I just want that content feeling I had in London before. I liked my life. I wasn't desperate for a man. I worry staying here means I won't attract the right guy because I don't like my life. But I also worry about moving and things not working out, struggling financially, ending up alone with no family around. For months, the hope of moving back kept me going. And now it's here. I'm confused. Could life in Australia get better if I changed my attitude? Should I reject the museum, stay another 6 months, work, save, and see how I feel? My best friend is in London and we'd get a place together. It feels exciting, but no one has loved me like my family, and I'm terrified to leave them for real this time. Yet why do I still feel so lonely even when I see them regularly, and why aren't they enough? I miss them in London, but I was okay. I'm so confused. Also, as I mentioned, I'm an artist and that's my passion. Have I got all this wrong? And should I stop slaving at 9-to-5 jobs and somehow make money out of what I love? Thank you for reading, and I hope to hear your thoughts. I discovered your podcast in London, and when the winter months got dark and lonely, you got me through and kept me company. Lots of love.
I think this is a really honest and quite common predicament. And I think the problem with this I'm seeing, Lou, is the distance. The distance is
Very
what is
far,
now
Australia.
causing that conflict. But I think, really it comes down to contentment and fulfillment and purpose and legacy. These are all the things that we talk about when, if I'm doing work with someone on performance coaching, which is essentially life coach. This is where the life coach comes in. You're not content where you are at the moment. And I think you will know the answer to this in your gut instinct. And I think now that shit got real, you're now naturally worrying about your family and stuff. But from what I'm hearing, I don't know about you, Lou, it feels to me like this is a no-brainer to give it a try in London.
Yeah, I think.
Because your motivation, you've just outlined it there. You know, you're not excited about the Australian job. You hate where you work. Let me tell you now, life is all about, not all about, but a lot of it is about environment. You have to be in the right environment. Like, this is why Lou and I do the podcast from Louisa's house, because we do have the option of doing this in the big fancy studios in London, but we don't, because that's not the environment where we will probably enjoy ourselves the most or get the right tone, the best podcast out of it. We are better when we are left to our own devices. So you have to be really clear about that. And I think your motivation is very much your creativity, your friendship, your connection. You've got your best mate over here in the UK. It's not money that's driving you. So for me, I think you need to be really weighing up. And if you were a client, I'd be drilling down into what your core values are. We have external values and internal values. Your external values are where you put your time and your money and your energy. Your internal values are what you absolutely know to be true.
Yeah.
Have a think about that, and that should motivate you to make the right decision here for you. And also, just remember, nothing's forever.
I know, you can
Nothing's
move back.
forever.
Like,
no one's stopping you doing it.
It's not a big deal.
No, you've been
I
very
would
final
sell the
on it.
camera and I'd move. And
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be for good. Like, there are airplanes. You can just go back, love.
But also the camera thing, like there are also so
Buy
many
another
other
camera.
or not even buy one. You can rent cameras.
Yeah.
You know, you can borrow cameras. You know, there are many ways to skin a cat.
I would sell the camera if it was me, and I would move.
Take the pump.
And I'd live with my bestie.
Yeah.
And have a great time.
If it doesn't work out, go
and
home.
also, if you don't need to sell that, if you can get another 2-year visa without selling your camera, don't sell it yet. And then do that 2 year and then sell it when you need the ancestry visa. But also, if you're an artist and that's your passion, look, I always think it's very difficult to make money, a successful career out of your passion. Very, very few people do that.
Unless you really go for it and make it your priority.
I even with hard work, it's very difficult.
Can
So
be.
carry on doing the art. Get a little Portobello Road stall with the art, and do that as a little side hustle. If you're only working 9 to 5, loads of hours in the day to pursue that.
And also the job that you do have that you've been offered in the UK is an incredible place.
Yeah.
And who knows what the job progression could be there.
Yeah. Take the leap. Good luck.
Go on, do it. Right, next one. Message from Jess. Hi, LuAnna. First time emailer, long time listener. Fellow lesbian Imo. I'm not butch though, she
Oh,
says.
basically, she's calling you butch.
She's not calling me.
She said, I'm not butch, though.
Or maybe she's just...
She said she's like Imo, but not butch.
I read that as in she just wanted to clarify she wasn't a butch lesbian.
Oh.
Like Imo, because Imo is not a butch lesbian. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with being a butch lesbian. Oh, we're too far. We're
Let's
going
just
into
carry
this.
on.
Yeah.
Imo's
So,
not butch,
are you
though.
eye rolling, Imo, or are we
You're
okay with
fine.
that? We're okay with it. So I've been...
Imo's the lipstick one.
Brilliant.
Not that Nay's butch. Should we just stop talking about
Let's
this?
just stop talking about it. Yeah. So I've binged 5 years.
It's
We're
like-
offending
yeah.
everyone here right now. Yeah. And you know how I said about the not wanting to quit thing, Ems? Just hold that. Just hold that true now. She's like, So I've binged 5 years of LuAnna in the last 12 months.
5 years in 12 months.
Yeah, that's a lot. And well, what a bloody podcast you guys have. Well done. I'm addicted. CMO, that's motivation to stay.
Thank you.
Motivation to stay. So I thought I'd write in with my story of my visit to the old people's home. Like Anna, I'm a stickler for the olds. Oh, I love old people. What wonderful, cute and interesting people they are. So settle in. Well, me and my now wife visited her beloved granny in the old people's home when she was being cared for. I mean, I'm not a lover of these places, but she had the best care she needed at the time. So I reluctantly obliged to attend to. We must see old people, guys. It's important.
I really want to go to an old people's
Yes, we're going to go together. I've decided.
If you work at an old people's home in Essex or Hertfordshire, can you get in touch with us? Because we want to come and
I've
visit.
got one lady that she's local to us. She knows who she is. If you're listening, reach back out, please.
Okay.
Well, one day we visited a sunny Saturday and she was sat in the day room, as I call it, the Grim Reaper's waiting room. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, sorry, the day room. As I call it, the Grim Reaper's waiting area. Sorry, not sorry. That's what my dad thinks. He's like, I am never going to be in one of those lounges where
Knocking
there's
on
chairs all
heaven's
around the
door.
perimeter edge. He was like, never put me in there. And I was like, what's it worth, Dad? Anyway, she had sat with some old friends of hers that she knew from our quaint little Oxfordshire village with lovely little old people on every corner. Well, on this day, she was sat with a lovely lady and a chap called Richard. Richard was 85 years old and, well, how to put this politely, lost all his marbles and basic etiquette.
Oh, poor Richard.
Oh, poor old Dickie. Well, whilst having a lovely chat and finding out all about the stories they had to tell, and Richard had finished scratching his arse in front of everyone, then probably reached for a French fancy afterwards, or a jam tart. The spring air must have brought in a whiff of pollen, to which Richard, I don't know why I'm laughing, which Richard started to look like he was going to enter a sneezing fit or die. Well, at this point, don't tell me he snuffed it.
I've got really heart races because I've had a double espresso.
Oh shit! You need to calm it down.
I'm like,
and calm. I've got my asthma pump. Take that. Right, or die. Well, at this point, I don't know which would have been worse. Richard sneezed, and I mean he fucking sneezed like the porthole to heaven had opened through his nostrils. In his second outburst, I felt what could only be described as a change in weather. No longer sunny or vibrant. It was a shower, and not a rain shower, or a shower of snot. And yes, it gets worse. On his third sneeze, fucking third, without covering his mouth, she says, a large bright green bogey the size of God's own hand landed on my lip and the rest across my chest. And you guessed it, the biggest, hardest to what could only be described as slime from the 19th children's shows inside my mouth. I had Richard's grolly in my mouth. And what would any respectful human do at this point, you ask? Well, I swallowed it. Sorry, Anna. Which is some bloody task for a lesbian, I tell you. I swiftly finished my conversation about the about the best flavour of a fondant fancy, and I exited to the toilet where I found a lot.
This is so scary.
Where I found large green and brown grollies all over my breast, legs, and arms. It's safe. I'm sorry. It's safe to say I haven't returned since. And Richard, bless him, has since passed away. Richard snuffed it.
You're laughing and puking at Richard. He's dead.
Richard's died. Richard's dead. Dickie's dead. I'm sure. Well, what? I'm pleased. I'm sure he was pleased with himself for that one time he got to spray a lesbian across her cleavage. Anyway, love the pod and you guys. I hope for a tour soon. I've missed all of the others and I'm on catch up. Love you and all that jazz. Sorry to that girl who hates it. Mwah. Jess from Wallingford.
Wow.
Jess, can I also say, you come from where my husband went to school. I actually nearly threw up then. That was guttural. I'm so sorry for that noise. It was involuntary. But you know me and grollies. I can't deal with grollies.
Old people gobbing her mouth.
I think I've changed my mind on going to an old people's home.
Yeah, so have I actually.
Yeah, we're going to go to...
Imagine if that happened to us.
Yeah, we'll go to a nice children's ward or something. Do something the opposite end.
I don't think it's nice in a children's.
No, maybe not. Do you know what? Let's just not do anything. Let's just stay here.
Let's just stay here. Stay in our studio.
Let's just stay here.
Right, remember, if you want to get in touch, you can email us, LuAnna, at
everythingluanna.com.
Or you can drop us a WhatsApp on 07745 266 947.
Right, newsy bits. Schools to run anti-misogyny classes for boys in a bid to tackle toxic masculinity. This has been blowing up since adolescence.
Yes.
Since the Andrew Tate crap.
I've watched it all now.
Oh, yes, and?
Liked it. Didn't find it too slow.
Good.
So clever, the cinematography.
Very smart.
Very clever. And look, this maybe is off the back of that. I'm not sure. But if it's not, then it's perfect timing. Mm-hmm. But they're set to give children lessons in how to counter misogyny and toxic masculinity amid the rise of influencers like Andrew Tate.
So needed.
It's going to sort of be along the health and sex education
PSHE,
guidance. Yeah, they don't call it that anymore.
Oh, do they not?
No, I can't remember what they call it now. But Keir Starmer, our current PM, hopefully not for long, has expressed admiration for Stephen Graham's Netflix series Adolescence, which if you haven't watched, do watch now.
Very, very
the
good.
Education Secretary, Bridget Phillipson, has been under pressure to overturn this guidance.
Oh, it's it's RHSE now, relationships,
health,
social,
sexual education. But basically, when the Conservatives were in power, they were kind of putting forward plans to ban sex education for children under the age of 9, as well as discussion of gender
I
identity.
don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
Well, she's been put under pressure to overturn that now.
I would agree with that.
Anyway, we are all for this because I just think it's a massive, massive problem.
It's
it's getting worse.
And exactly. And we know that violence against women is on the increase. It's scary ass times.
Yeah.
So I think safe to say we all welcome this. I think,
Definitely.
and I'm raising a boy myself. I think this is it's highly important, and I think and also the men around us as well, just being really clued up on it. Things like even like Alex, my husband, who I'd say is he's certainly not got any toxic masculinity, but I think just generationally there are sort of stereotypes in the way people talk, and sometimes I even had to catch him out on something. I'm like, hang on a minute, just
pull up,
just be a bit mindful.
It's
little ears and all that.
A massive issue, and also that a teacher, Mr. Hill, is a head teacher. He's saying that there's not enough good role models in the school, and that's like a recruitment drive that's needed for more male teachers. And he said that this narrative around like positive masculinity has got to come from men.
I agree.
And thinks you can't have like women teaching it. It says it's got to come from male teachers, and they need to.
Male role models are so important, as you say, to deliver this. And I would also say to schools, and I know lots of men in my life who do actively work in this arena, because it does translate, and say it's great for women to teach too, but you say it has to come from men. Yeah. So I would even say to schools, outsource. People come in and do talks all the time in schools. Really do make that an important thing.
Well, if they've got the budget for that, that's half the problem.
Well, but often a lot of people will do it as a vocational thing, kind of even locally. Like I know our school often does it and says, they did like a science drive the other week, asked any parents that worked in the sciences. Who knew at our school we had some like mega scientist parents? Yeah, one works in genetics, one works, who all just gave up their time to give the kids an assembly on DNA.
But I think that when you're trying to push something out nationwide, that's not a good plan.
I agree. You can't rely on that.
And men now only make up a third of staff at secondary schools, which is down nearly half from 30 years ago. There's just not enough male teachers, which could be another reason why this is becoming a problem.
Well, let's look, thinking about it now, just straw poll in my kids' school, I'd say there is, 15% are men in my kids' school.
I don't. Yeah,
probably
there's quite a few guys in mine, but definitely more.
Massive
women.
Majority of women, I think, in ours. Yeah.
Anyway, it's only a positive.
It's a positive.
Move. Anything like that, in my eyes, is positive.
You've got to keep moving and rolling with it.
And also, from a parental point of view, do keep an eye on what your children are looking at on social media.
I do think. I'm not knocking Keir Starmer. I do think he's like brilliant. Jumped on the old adolescence bandwagon. That's a popular box tick, innit?
Never has there been a prime minister that has been so popular go to so unpopular so quickly. It's quite incredible. Anyway, next story. I've actually seen this. I saw this reel that there's a content creator called Ashton Hall.
Talk to me.
He's gone viral. He has this extensive morning routine which starts at 3:50.
Oh, what? That's not in the morning.
I'm pretty sure that it's the same one that I saw. So basically, he gets up and then he takes his mouth tape off. He brushes his teeth, trims his beard. He meditates. He does push-ups. And the whole thing is very strange because he just goes outside and does like 5 push-ups, and it just it's all very long, his morning routine.
One hell of a list.
And then he
goes
for
bananas,
a swim.
Face wash.
He goes for a swim, but then he gets out the pool and he's dry. Did you notice that, Imo? Have you watched this? He like goes for a swim.
Where have you seen this? Just on TikTok?
On Instagram or TikTok, somewhere like that. But anyway, the whole thing is quite ridiculous. I mean, he gets up at 3:50, and I think it takes you to like
Yeah, what time does he finish his
9
routine?
9:30ish.
9 a.m. or something.
I mean, this takes the whole. You know, now there's
it's
the new
ridiculous.
craze of now the 5 to 9. Do you know what I mean? That 5 to, as opposed to 9 to 5. The 5 as in 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. is now
Yeah.
the time to get up and
Well,
do your
look,
day and everything.
I'm a big fan
You've been
of waking
peddling that
up-
for years, mate.
Yeah.
You're ahead of your time.
I like getting up at 4:15 in the gym at 5. But he
this is
doesn't
taking it.
seem to achieve that much in his hours, I felt like.
Eat a banana. I
Because
mean,
he doesn't do a lot. Can I just say, the other day I got up at 4:15. I was in the gym at 5. I then unloaded the dishwasher, put some washing on, made the kids breakfast. I made home baked banana muffins, avocado on toast with matcha for Dixie. I mean, I'd achieved so much
achieved
by
a lot, Lou.
7 a.m.
guess what I achieved by 7 a.m.
And I had a shower.
I'd achieved
Fuck all.
waking up and my kids got honey shreddies. There we are.
But yeah, so anyway, it basically reached like a billion
Did it?
views.
I need to watch this later.
A billion
What's
views
his dude's
in
name?
30 days. Ashton Hall.
Is he? Any, is he? That sounds really rude. Is he anyone? But is he like a big?
Just fitness.
Or has
I
he
don't
just
know.
become?
I just think I saw
overnight
it because the
sensation?
algorithm.
Right.
Anyway, his Instagram's reached, he said, 8 million followers.
I mean,
and
wow.
the face dunking in ice was a big thing. I think apparently it eliminates puffiness, reduces inflammation. Now, I do a cold face splash
Yes, I
when
do
I wake
my
up.
little gua sha
Yeah,
roller thing.
I just know when I get up for the gym, I will literally just do 3 really freezing cold splashes on my skin to help me wake up the day. But you can put those gua shas in the freezer, can't you?
Yeah, I do that. I put them. Well, I mean, social media manager Bex. I mean, what's he doing over here? 8 million billion views. I mean, we need to be creating some bullshit like this, don't we?
Well,
let's do
I
the
don't
LuAnna
think it's
alternative.
difficult to achieve a lot in a day when you wake up early. You just create more hours for yourself. This isn't a new revolution. People just, if you think that you haven't got enough hours in the day,
Get up
it's very
earlier.
simple. Get the fuck up earlier. You will add
Or go
3
to bed
hours
later.
onto your
Have
day.
you seen that trend on
on.
TikTok where you take like a friendship group and each person in the friendship group takes a picture at like each hour marker? So, and then you like split
Oh,
the
we should do
grid. So
that.
it's like 5
Yeah.
a.m., one of them's up, and there's just like
Oh,
blank
let's do this.
for the other ones that are asleep.
Oh, we should do this.
and it just shows
Bex,
all
we
the
should do
different
this.
ones
Bex can't hear.
of
Sorry.
where they
Oh,
are. Like
she's
someone's in the gym, someone's making lunch, someone's asleep. Like it's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Shall we
We
do
should do
this?
it.
Bex, when you listen back, you'll hear what Imo says. It's a really good idea. Let's
We should
do
do
this.
it.
I mean, I've got a feeling it's going to be quite top heavy from Zisman, not going to lie.
But then I'll fade off at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true. And I actually come alive. Come alive. This is great. Let's do the life of LuAnna in that TikTok
documenting
trend.
every hour.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that. Huh?
Oh,
Vlog on
YouTube vlog. Okay, let's do
Yes.
it, girls.
Right, we're on it. We're
Should
on
we
a
just do
mission.
it tomorrow?
We can do it tomorrow.
Because I'm getting up. I'm in the gym at
I mean,
5:30 tomorrow, so it'll be a good day for me.
Okay.
No, boring actually, because then I'm having my hair.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to plan it, Lou. We're going to plan it properly.
We'll plan
You
it.
can't lie about what you do.
I'm going to.
I feel like you're going to plan.
I'm obviously going to. Because,
Well, then it's not true.
Yeah, no, all right, we'll do a real one.
Right. Anyway, it's time for.
It's
Fuck
the
me.
weirdo of the... And again.
Are you all right there?
It's...
I'm just letting you do it.
No, I want you to do it with it.
No, I'm not going to pick you up.
So you are going to pick me up.
Weirdo of the week.
We're like... Right, Lucy. Hi, LuAnna. I am obsessed with you. Thanks, babe. Your podcast is amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, we're just going to say, we hit the #1 spot. Thank you so much. Woo. Keep following so we keep making
Oh my
it.
God, just get on with the story.
No, I'm
Please.
currently listening back from the
kills me.
start since January and I've listened up to October 2021.
Oh,
so
she's far back.
Oh, there's a
Don't
lot to
say it,
go.
Anna.
Just say it, Lou.
Don't say it,
Just
Anna.
say it,
Do
Lou.
it.
You can go back and
Okay, I'm
listen
not
to her
gonna
back
do that.
catalogue.
Thank you. Anyway, I'll stop talking shit and get to the point. I think my father-in-law could potentially be weirdo of the week, although he thinks there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But he was just over the weekend and we were talking about what fillings we like in our sandwiches for work. And he told me, such a British thing, told me his favourite is roast potato. Oh, roast potato left over from the night before with brown sauce.
Oh, I do like brown sauce.
Or spag bol in a sandwich. Yes, he eats it cold. I'm now convinced he's a serial killer with a palate like that. What do you think? His name is Peter. My dad's called Peter. And he's 65 from Haywards Heath. I don't mind if you don't keep me anonymous. I'm Lucy from Dorset. On a completely separate note, I can fanny fart on demand. Now we're talking, Lucy. I sometimes film the voice note.
Send it in.
Yeah, absolutely, Lou, to see how long I can get it. I've managed to guff longer than 1 minute at a gentle yet impressive
Wow.
tempo. I can send
Yes.
voice notes on request.
Yes, please.
Imo, tell me she has.
No, not yet.
Okay, Lucy,
come
send
on.
in your funny farting voice
We
notes.
need part 2.
That's way more interesting than your roast potato and brown sauce sandwich eating father-in-law.
we'll take it though.
Duh, do you not know us?
If it got to
Do you
this,
know why?
though,
It's
we'll
because
take
she's
it.
only at October 21. She doesn't know us well enough yet.
She's exactly. Love you all. Thanks for making me and so many others laugh through this shit time. My bestie Amy listens and has bugged me about it for a year to send a fanny fart in, so she will be proud. Sorry, it's long. Bye. That's fine. Well, on the sandwich
Send it
thing,
in.
both are bloody weird.
Yeah, the bolognese and a sandwich.
I mean,
that's
riff.
carb on carb.
Yeah, it's
as
a
well.
riff. But we are here for the minute-long, gentle-paced.
Send your
Do
gut
we
feel.
think it's the actual
right, we've
pasta?
Oh.
Or it's just the sauce?
She said spaghetti bolognese.
I think it's, yes.
She didn't say bolognese sauce.
No, like it's the whole leftover of the spag
And then
bowl.
as it's cold, it will go hard. won't
congealed.
it?
Goes a bit fatty.
I guess
congealed.
though, you do dip bread in spag bowl. So
I suppose it's like a meatball sub,
yeah,
kinda. Still
but
rank
that's-
for me though.
yeah.
No.
Right, we've got another one in from Beth. She says, "Hey LuAnna, love the pod and all that jazz. Anyone else go full Chicago when they hear this?
Another jazz.
Please keep me on. Give me a cute granny name. I have a potential weirdo of the week. When I'm putting my gorgeous 4-year-old daughter to bed and read her a bedtime story, if she's picked a story we've read a million times or just one I don't really feel like, as I'm reading it to her, I like to pretend I'm reading it on CBeebies bedtime stories. It makes me more animated for her and gives me something else to focus on. I recommend this to anyone. Love you. Bye. I think that's cute. So
That is
I'm
cute.
going with the weird eating father-in-law. You are our winner.
I'd say that mummy is doing good mummying. Yeah,
Good mummy.
that's lovely. Whatever it takes to get you through story time.
That's lovely.
Lovely. I'd say whatever it takes to get you through story time because I bloody hate it. I can't skip
Well,
anymore.
that's so mean.
Comes to point. Like.
I love reading that book.
I do like it, but then
I
they
read
always.
Clemmy, the Palomino Pony,
of course you
and we
do.
read that book chapter and like that, and then I read to Indy. She likes these murder mystery
We're on
books.
Dogman
so
at the
then I
moment.
read a chapter of that. But mine are reading proper books now.
Yeah, Enzo reads proper books, but it's Elle. Then she wants, but she always chooses a long one, and then I'm like,
Oh, that's mean. And then I sing a song. No, I do.
who are you?
That's what I do every night.
No, you do not.
I do on the kids'
You
lives.
are not Mary Poppins. You sing a song.
Yeah, I sing a song.
Right, I'm Clemmy. Role play now.
Okay.
Night, mummy.
I've read her Palomino
Yeah,
Pony
all
book.
right, mummy, pony. Night,
And I
night.
even have a little book light on it that I then turn off so
Right.
that the room is nice and dim.
Right, go on.
And then I sing, night, night, Clemmy, night, night, Clemmy, night, night, Clemmy, mummy and daddy love you. Night, night, Clemmy, night, night, Clemmy, night, night,
Quite samey.
Clemmy. Dixie and Indy and Non and Papu and everyone loves you. And then I go on her little head like this, and I go, pitter patter, kisses everywhere. Pitter patter, all in your hair. I love you, you love me. We're a happy family. Pitter patter, kisses everywhere. Pitter patter, go to sleep. And then I do 10 strokes on her back. 1,
Takes for fucking
2,
ages.
3,
It's a lot eating into my EastEnders at this point.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10. And then I do
finished
magic
now? No?
kisses all over her face. We do an Eskimo kiss on the lips, and night, night. And that's Clemmy. Only takes 10 minutes.
Can I just say this entire Imo, Bex, me?
Are you actually like,
I don't
this
think
is what I do.
we've ever.
Every night. And I've
I
always
just say-
read them a story and sung them a song since they were newborns.
Just one sec, Luke.
Does everybody not do
one,
that?
In one word, can we please describe how we feel right now after that? Imo.
I just thought that was normal, to be honest.
Oh, sure. I feel like I was
just you
neglected as
doing
a child.
Do you
Bex.
not?
Neglected, we've got. What's that? Stunned.
Really? I do that every night.
I've known you for a long time.
Every night. And then for Indy, she gets a chapter of her book. She likes these murder mystery books. And then
How much time do you spend doing bedtime?
I get, well, it's like our little time of
Well,
the day.
I
don't
I
see them
consider
otherwise.
myself to also do a good bedtime. I don't fucking spend 48 hours
Well,
doing
I
it.
don't. It doesn't take long. Then this is Indy. She gets her story, and then she gets a lullaby from Harry Potter, and then after that,
sleep fairy.
she has a little music box. It's actually really good. I really recommend it. It got sent to me. It's by a company called Morphe, and there's like they're not even that expensive, but it's like a little music box, and they either read stories or can play music. Then when that lullaby finishes, I finish stroking her back, give her a kiss, tuck her in with Birthday Minnie, her little toy, and then I press play on her little Morphe, and that plays another tune, and she goes to sleep. And that is my bedtime routine.
Well,
what do you
blow
do?
me down with a feather. Well, I just don't know why I'm so shocked about the absolute investment. I'm thrilled for you.
It's
I
nice
think
to
it's
go to sleep nicely.
I do. We do. Without sounding like a wanker,
Sometimes I
give
spray
them
lavender pillow
No, I do.
spray.
I do spray their pillows with lavender spray. Oh my god, we sound like such
And a
fellas
little
right now.
heated blanket
No, I don't go that
sometimes
far.
if it's cold.
I mean, I'd say mine is a little more slapdash than yours. But you know, I'd like to think. We always
That's
do
probably
bedtime
why your
routine.
kids get up though. See, if
do
people
get up.
invested more time.
They do go down.
Some
kids
people
go
though, you know, when their kids keep getting up.
Oh, you need to really
Probably
settle
because
them
you haven't
properly.
put them to bed
Oh, you
properly.
can't shortchange what she says.
And
in the
I'm
book.
not even a very good mum. I just thought everybody sung a song and read a book. It's not that much.
I'd say the song
Takes me like 10 minutes to read a chapter and sing that to Clemmy.
Yeah, we do it. We do similar.
And then Indy's like another 10 minutes. And then before that, obviously, like I have to wash them, brush their teeth.
Oh, yeah, we do all of that
Sometimes we do face skincare and we do like the little blue mean face thing. And then they go to bed.
I'd say you've invested. I would say I do
the whole thing
quite a
about
lot
an
of that.
hour.
That's a lot.
I start at 6. They're both asleep by 7.
To be fair, 6:15.
And then I've got my
7:15.
evening, 7 o'clock. If I didn't invest that time, that hour, I wouldn't get an evening. Because
will
if
agree.
it goes past, and if they're not like nice and relaxed,
They have to be relaxed.
and
I
they're
agree.
all wound up. Yeah, but that's it.
No, I
Job
would
done.
say I do follow a similar routine. It's just the song thing, and that just got me. I love
She
it.
loves her
I love it.
song.
I'm not taking the piss. I love it. I'm just surprised.
She is taking.
No, I'm not. I think I'm going to try it. I just think if I did
Well,
a
yours
song
are
with
too
Enzo
old now because it's like.
Well, Enzo would be like.
I don't sing to
what do you
Indy
do?
anymore, but I
We do-
used to.
Well, I get into bed with both the kids.
Yeah,
for
I
stories.
lay in their
Yeah,
beds.
and then they like the little Tony box, and they
Yeah.
Elle probably a little bit more of a.
Yeah, 'cause she's a bit
we
younger.
we have a little bit more of a sort of. She likes the head stroke and all that. You know. talk
See,
about
you
saying,
do
oh, no,
do
we
it.
do that. I do it. It just felt long from what you described.
Well, not really. I've just done the whole song. for you.
Well,
It's
I
like a
am not
minute.
taking the piss. I'm in awe because I'm with you. I think every child needs a really
she
good
is.
invested bedtime.
I like a little bedtime. See, I'm not a bad mum, guys.
There you go. See,
People are like listening or watching this on YouTube, like, wow, she's like.
you
nuts.
see, we learn something new about this every day.
Look, childhood, I believe, should be magical. Anyway, that's it. I'm not ranting because you're all half asleep now after my
I think we've all
joyful
enjoyed that.
bedtime routine that I've just bought.
I'd
to
like you to sing us out, actually, if you wouldn't mind, in the style of a bedtime. We'll quickly just do this bit, and then you can sing us out if that's
Okay.
okay, Lou. We're back on Monday.
We are.
We've got Totally Extra. We need you guys. Emails into LuAnna at
everythingluanna.com.
The WhatsApp number is for voice notes or messages is 07745 266 947. Please do follow. If you haven't done it, do it right now. Right now, top right-hand corner. Follow. You'll get the podcast as soon as it's dropped. It keeps us free. Tell someone else. Get a review in. We'd love you. We'll see you Thursday, and over to Lou.
Goodbye, Lufanians. Goodbye, Lufanians. Goodbye, Lufanians. Thanks for listening. Okay.
God bless you. God bless you, our children.
Do you think I'm a good singer?
Yeah, you are, actually.
Great.
You've got a nice voice.
Bye, guys.